Alright, hello, welcome back to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. Obviously here we're going to be clearing this burst mode against the Super Saiyan Vegeta GT Dokkan event here. Now there are gifted warriors as well as youth. We're going to be trying going for the youth clear here. I'll just scroll through some of the, obviously boosts or whatever I have active. I think this is... I feel like I usually settle on something like this nowadays. I really like what they did with adding all the extra options. We get a lot of score here, as well as it's not like the most turbo difficult. And obviously, the pretty good rewards we get from clearing these. So, that being said, I do have a team already made here, right here. And you know what? We'll see how this goes. This is actually going to be my first time. These festival of battles and super bosses and God, I just cleared Otherworld Warriors finally. I'm gonna have that up at some point. Hopefully today, the time I'm recording this, and that's damn near 3 hours long. These long missions have been kicking my ass. And I've been trying to get to them, but it's been putting me behind on some stuff. I did intend to get showcases out for the youth sort of team. I'm probably honestly not gonna do it at this point. I did get Chi-Chi off the Goku banner, and obviously, this EZA Path to Power, he did look pretty interesting, although they didn't buff him too significantly, as from what I could see from the EZA details. At least I wasn't that impressed. But you know what? We'll see what happens. That being said, let's just jump in. I feel like this should be a pretty good comp.
Let's do this.
Obviously, we do have some pretty strong options. Even though I don't think you got the best EZA, I do think Path to Power is obviously pretty good. I do think, obviously Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's pretty good. So this should be pretty good. Pretty easy. I guess we'll see, but I'm not too worried about the odds here. No, this is one of those sort of I could have grabbed the 2. Oh well. This is definitely one of those bullshit categories, but I do think we should be fine. Starting off with strength, huh? Okay, 340,000, damn near. Is he not? How the hell does mine have more defense? What? I guess I have the double defensive equip. Interesting. And he's rainbow, but I still have more. Okay. Not too much, but... now, he does need 7 or 5 orbs, depending on his slot, right? Yes. Okay. Alright, let's see how this goes. That's 9 orbs. So we're going to jump up from 339,000 to, let's see here, 693,000. He does get a massive amount of attack and defense on Super. I actually was not paying attention to how many Rainbow Orbs we grabbed, I'm not going to lie. Okay. Well, we have at least 8% damage reduction. We might need to, use Chi-Chi as our, slot 1 character. I'm not sure. And then that's 6 orbs, so he got that condition fulfilled. We do have 16% damage reduction here. The good thing is, about running the double youth, we can just have a Kid Goku on each rotation. Was that a 30 mil? And it should work out pretty good. The support is going to be very nice, obviously. Yeah, 32 mil. Okay, we're going to be able to do some damage with him, huh? And this is on 200%, too. Popping out 6 mil. I really wanted to try this Chi-Chi, by the way. She looked really good off the details. Obviously you need a runner with Gokus, but, well, youth Gokus, but, considering the Saiyan Day one, it's really good. I don't think that's that much of an issue. And, once again, I think Path to Power could have gotten a stronger ECA, but I think it was... I suppose I should use him before I, start making big, sweeping, he should have been better terms, but, generalizations, whatever, but I don't know. I guess I wasn't too fairly impressed from the details themselves. But I do think in action, you know, with the amount of support these teams have, it should work fairly competently. But once again, we'll see. But yeah, I could not get, you know, my own Saiyan Goku. I tried. I could not get Diamond Vegeta. I tried there. I've not been pulling the characters. I mean, to be fair, I only did 300 sounds on both those banners. And I did make out really, really good on Saiyan Day banner, as well as I feel like I did pretty good on the you know, Diamond Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta banner. Now, Cell's banner is currently up. I really do want Cell. I mean, the whole special animations and everything. I'm a big I always flip, but I think at least right at this moment that I'm saying this, I'm really like Cell's animations and stuff. Like, it always flips for me between like Frieza and Cell, but I don't know. I think Cell is like my favorite DBZ villain, at least right now. Although they're honestly kind of probably both tied for one. But damn, I've really been wanting a new Cell, but I Golden Week's right around. Well, I mean, it's like 3 weeks out or something, 3.5 weeks, right? So, I mean, it's still a little bit off. Well, maybe it's closer to 4 weeks. I forget exactly when it starts. But I would be very surprised if that's not Diamond stuff. And you know, I do want both of the characters. I believe would be coming for Daima a lot more. Yeah, it's just when stuff comes out, obviously it's at its most hype, you know. So I do want to get in on that, so to speak. I would be. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything for people who watch like Double only. But in my opinion, likely they're from like the final sort of fight, right? They might be able to get like 2 cards out of like the main character. I do think. One off like a side character. There's only really like the main big bad in the fight, right? There's not a lot of you know, a henchman to fight or anything, so they might be able to get 2 cards out of that guy. I think it probably is going to be closer to 1 though, to be honest. But I do think they're going to go pretty much all out. Well, not all out, but I think I'm trying to talk around it, but I think Golden Week is going to be really good. If supposing it is Daima, I suppose it could not be Daima, and that would be very disappointing. But I mean, they could obviously still do good stuff if it's not Daima. But I don't know. I feel like that'd be kind of a miss, to be honest. I think I'm honestly gonna do this. We'll just rotate off Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Keep this guy's support going, at least for now. I might even rotate him, to be fair, though. I do think, like, obviously I do have Goten and Trunks here. If I get, like, their support going, from obviously being on the rotation with Trunks, I do think that would be very good for us, obviously. So, I mean, probably going to try working at that, although, obviously, it's take a little bit here. 24 mil. I mean, he's throwing out some pretty good attack shots consistently. And it's not like we're getting a lot of orbs. I don't know, I think I'm liking him. I think I'm liking him so far. He's looking pretty good in game. His details didn't really jump out at me, but I mean, if he's consistently throwing out these, you know, 25, 30 mil attack stats. Now I did do the defensive calcs at some point, but I don't recall exactly what he's able to get up to, but I think he should be able to get up to a fairly competent level of defense as well. Okay, oh, she's 362 now? Why is she at 360,000 now? Why'd she... Oh, wait, she gets the build-up, right? How many supers have I gotten for her so far? Just 2. Interesting. So she still has another 50% build up to go. Oh, wait, what? Oh, well, that's fine. That did not drop how I wanted it to. 610,000. Okay. I mean, yeah, consistently he is getting up to like 600,000 range. He does get 159% on super. What does he get any other defense though? I don't. Like that's not that high, relatively speaking. Yeah, Chi-Chi's been cooking. Hold on. I feel like they've done a really good job with the banner units they've done. It's just been Chi-Chi and 18, right? Well, I mean, there's also been Beerus and Hercule, to be fair, I guess. But those were like anniversary ones. But I mean, like within this year, sort of like the well, I mean, Kid Goku wasn't a monthly Dokkan Fest, but damn, he kind of felt like one, to be fair. I feel like they did a good job with 18 and Chi-Chi, though. I'm really curious and hopeful for, you know, these sort of future releases. Which, I do think, with the schedules, I mean, once again, global player, it's going to take some getting used to how exactly JP does everything, but... I might as well just let them get their dodges then. Is there any reason to not just use this? Well, it's every attack of received or evaded. Okay. I'll just let them sit there and take it then. That should be fine. As long as I make sure to grab some support. Let's go for the 7 orbs. Yeah, There you go, fine. Oh, goddamn. They took quite a bit there. Y'all boys, hold on, wait a minute. I don't like that. That's not okay. Jesus. But yeah, I do think the schedule, which notably we haven't had a Super ETA since, and well, no, that's actually kind of weird. I suppose technically Vegeta is part of Anniversary. He's not a monthly. That is a monthly slot typically, but he's actually technically part of Anniversary. I suppose Super EZA Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is technically Anniversary release. So we haven't had one since Anniversary, and I mean, he was kind of a... I was not a fan of what they did with him. I'll put it that way. That's a lot of orb, but it's... Kinda gotta do this. Oh wait, we're actually at the end already? Oh shit. And then I'm not able to get his full orbs because of that. God damn it. Oh really? Interesting. Okay, not gonna have the 7. Oh well, I guess the 6 will be fine. Fuck it, let's just use this.
One last time. Show me the power we made together. Right.
Okay, there we go. But yeah, this definitely, at least to me, feels more like a tournament participant celebration as opposed to an Andros Cell Saga celebration. Now, if it was just like Andros Cell Saga, oh, we got the like medium chance puck there. That's huge. Because she was doing 6 million before. Okay. Okay, Chi-Chi, goddamn. Let her cook. I do think, like, it's possible we could get a super ECA like Blue Kaioken Joker or something. He's tournament participant, so he should be. But I don't know, because, like, the summoning animations are, like, Cell, Saga themed with Cell Juniors and Zero, and obviously Cell himself. So I would think they would do, more Cell Saga related stuff. But, like, I mean, if it's going to be tournament participants, I mean, it's just Bye Guy's Goku, right? I mean, it can't be anyone else. Which I would be fine with him releasing here, but I don't know. It feels kind of, I don't know, Dokkan always in this time slot, even though I'm not used to the JP schedule. Oh, hey, we got the clear. Nice. Even though I'm not really used to this schedule, I do like JP, or the JP schedule, but in this time slot, they always, I mean, like 2023 Dokkan, it was Kale and Super Boo, for example, right? Then we had the last year. Wasn't this the Topo Ginyu slot? So, like, didn't she, like, Kale lead, like, Transformation Boost or something? So like, there's, like, very vague connections usually in this time slot, but that's what it is. Very vague connections, usually. I think there's been some times where it's been a lot more clear what they're trying to work at, but they've typically been a little odd with this time slot. So I'm telling you right now, I would not be surprised, especially looking at that, like, 200% lead or 220% lead, if it was literally something like, part 2 we get I don't even know who the Eloquent LR would be, but something Universe Survival Saga, like I don't know, let's just say like fucking Kefla, something like that, right? Kefla. Then we get an EZA for the Frieza from Universe Survival Saga, that Dokkan Fest physical one. It feels kind of weird that we don't have one yet, especially because, he is one of the older, if not oldest, premium character without an EZA yet. So it's got to be sometime this year, I would presume. And they could, I don't know, it's a little weird. I really would like to summon, but it's an interesting, that's the word I'll use, interesting celebration thematically. I don't, and Daima, I think, is right around the corner, so I'm not summoning. Alright, but I definitely am going to be doing, I got to clear a bunch of this stuff. Once again, I did just clear that Otherworld mission. I am going to work at getting, like, showcases out for the new EZAs that are about to drop. I'm really excited for those guys, the Cell and Goku Gohan. As well as, of course, I am waiting to do this week's sort of stack attack video. As soon as, I'll try and get that out tomorrow. I've been waiting, for him to drop to do it, so that should be pretty fun. But there we go. We did get our with these sort of burst modes. I mean, you're just clearing these old Dokkan events. They're not usually, at least recently, they haven't been that tough for me. They used to be kind of tough, but recently, with all these new add-ons, I feel like it's pretty competently made, where you can get a lot of points while it's not too difficult, because I mean, I don't know, for burst modes, it's like, I do like a challenge, but with them, it's like really annoying in the same way that like Festival of Battles is, where it's usually you're just like sitting there for fucking, in the case of like some of the old burst modes, you'd be sitting there for like half an hour, you'd breeze through the first 3 phases, you get to the last one, and then you just get one shot. And it's like, oh, well, that's kind of just, stupid. So I really like what they've done with these, but I do typically try to talk about just like random other stuff. But there we go. We did obviously get our points there. A lot of mission completions. I would like my stones, please. Thank you very much. But yeah, we'll end this here. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care.